Hey guys, this is Jacob Cass, and today I'm just going to walk you through my design process for a recent branding project for a company called Waves to Wilderness, an outdoor clothing brand, and they want to modernize their whole brand. So today I'm just going to show you a bit about how I came from their current logo, which is this one on the left, to this one to the right, talking about how I go through my finding the right typeface, the right colors, the right style, and the journey I go along to come up with different concepts to send to the client, and then finally to get to the finished piece, which is the full brand identity. So logos, fonts, colors, style, how it's applied to a website, clothing, and so forth. So yeah, I'm going to jump into it now. Enjoy. So yeah, I'm just going to walk through the process of how I came from their old logo here. They have a current website which they're going to update to this brand here, which you can see is come together with fonts, colors, style, photography, and all of that. And this, I'm going to show you the behind the scenes of my artboard when I've been working on this project. And it's pretty big, but you can kind of see I started in this area here, and I tried to find a typeface here that works for the brand. And I kind of moved in this circular, well, direct anti-clockwise direction, and like worked my way around and came back down here. And this is the final result, and these are like the logos I was going to send to the client. And I'll also share my final presentation at the end of this, so you can see how I arrived at the final presentation. And thankfully this look was approved in the first go, so super happy about that, and I'm going to show you how I did that. And the place I first started on this particular project, I actually didn't do any sketches. I just really wanted to look at the fonts and to see what worked for the brand, and see like how the orientations of the word work together. It's a pretty long name, so you have to see how it works in context of a logo mark, and how it works with different fonts and things like that. So that's what I did first. I usually have this wall of text that you see, and basically I have all different fonts installed on my computer, and I have like a template that I use. I just do find and replace to change it for each client. So I just go to, where is it, find and replace, type in Waves to Wilderness, and you can replace it with new brand, match case, find, replace all, and I'll go through the whole document and change the name. Let's see, the 29 changes were made, and this is a quick way to change fonts and text, just to experiment, and that works well for me. So let's just undo that. So yeah, that's the wall of text that I was talking about, and I continue experimenting with this text, seeing what works with maybe a tagline, which I also created, which kind of worked for the brand name. Started experimenting, gathering inspiration from the web with these mountains, just Googling or finding on Pinterest or Dribbble different inspirational images or logos that could help the project. So you can see I kind of kept experimenting. Again, no sketches here. I was just being really quick and rough with the experimenting. And I came across these on the web. There's a lot of mountain and wave logos, and you can start to see like you can borrow elements from other logos. Like for example, this one from Lake Village, I thought was really cool. So I was wondering, oh, how does this work for this brand? Can it be adapted and made a new way? Came to this, wasn't really feeling it, so just kept going to this W aspect, just because it's like a mountain or waves. Started getting more inspiration from the web, these wavy natures. How can I build that into the logo? There's no it's just about experimenting here. There's no right or wrong answers, and you just want to have a unique logo that works for the brand. So you can continue seeing, you can see how I continued evolving this brand and getting more inspiration from the web. How can I integrate this in the logo? And then I kept coming back to this triangle because, hey, mountains are like a triangle shape, waves are kind of like that. And the W of Waves to Wilderness, like, it tied in really well. So I followed this triangle, mountain, water theme quite a lot. You can start to see how I experimented with it. Here, waves in the mountain. Is there a a mountain top? Is it just, is it like a pyramid? Continue experimenting. I'm like, oh, what typefaces work? I just couldn't find the right one. You can see here I'm still trying to experiment. They seem all a little modern. They don't really relate well to the wilderness, so kept experimenting, looking for different fonts. And one of the websites I use is called MyFonts, and they do a great job of showing the logo in context of mock-ups and things like that. So that's the site I use, and I don't actually have all these fonts installed. These ones I've just taken screenshots from the site to see how it looks together, and then if I like it, then I can purchase the typeface, so, the font, sorry. Again, that's a lot of experimenting. I know I keep saying that, but that's really how you can see how things work together, how it gels well. Like, this is a very modern look, so a modern typeface is gonna work well. And then starting to see how that can work with subcopy or headlines. That's another thing I'm working with, and again, the triangle aspect here. So I finally came down to this font here. It's called Recoleta. And yeah, it just seemed to work well. It was modern, but a bit of classic retro in it. And I started to see how that could work on something like a mock website. So how it works with like a subheader, main header, the logo, maybe like a call to action, photography, and then like a supporting typeface as well. So little pops of color. Hey, how can this color work? So I was pretty happy with that look. The negative space wave in the mountain kind of looks like a pyramid here now that I look at it, which is why I went to experiment with this triangle mountain wave look. And you can see here that there's different ones. Like, this is a drop, this is a wave, like one mountain, this is two, this is like a Hershey's Kiss, this is like a leaf. And how does it work in negative space? And how does it work in color? So I found this one to be the clear winner, because the mountains, there's a nice balance, it works nicely in a square. Whereas this one, it's like, is it a pyramid? Is it a mountain? But this one is clear that it's a mountain. I found this one a little bit too much with the leaf, trying a little too hard. So now that I've found this logo mark that I like, how's it gonna look in different orientations? So is it stacked, is it square? What's it look like in reverse, horizontal, all of that? And how does the tagline fit into it? So that works pretty well. Then I thought, let's see it in context of some clothing, because that's what they sell. What's it look like on a badge with some texture, some leather, with photography? What supporting typefaces can be used? And then just experimenting with balance and hierarchy and different badge orientations, because you want the brand to be flexible. You're still using the same logo mark, but the type is in a different way. Whereas like where is it? Oh, you can see here. So again, I grabbed inspiration from the web. This isn't my work here, but you can see badges are nothing new. They all have like traditional shapes, and you can borrow these elements to create your own, just to get inspiration for layout. So for example, this one here, this orientation, totally different, but I grabbed the idea of that from this and then made it my own for this brand. And you can see it, it's totally different, but you're still borrowing elements. So that's the secret, is to borrow. Again, building these badges out, maybe bringing color in. What's it look like in reverse? And then these are the final logos that I came down to. There's about 8 of them or 7 I presented, including this final one that I showed you at the start. So that's how I came together for this particular project. And yeah, I'll show you the presentation in a sec. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you the presentation that I sent the client. basically it was done through a Skype call. I have a PDF on my computer that I go through and I share my screen with them so I can control the conversation. I just don't send in an email. So this presentation has about 7 concepts, which is a little bit more than I usually send, but I thought there was some validity to some of the concepts and we could have a conversation about them. But I really felt strong about the first concept, so I really blew this one out and showed how it worked in context of clothing, the website and everything like that. So the first concept showed the logo on a white background, super clean, just shows the logo. The second page shows the logo in different orientations, so square with a tagline, stacked, horizontal, perfect for a website, and social media avatars. So that's that, and then I show how the logo works in context of a website, a mock website. So big bold headline, supporting typeface, colors, how it all works together. So this is a great way to communicate the brand and give a good feel for everything. And then you can start to show it in context of clothing, for example, a hat, or on or badges, so a leather badge or very traditional or whatever it may be. Just a mock example of the tagline over a photo. And then I moved into the other concepts. So this is a type-driven approach, and these are the other concepts that I showed you earlier. Then on the last page I show them all so they can see them side by side, and on the last page I show a black and white version because color is very subjective. And yeah, that's the end of the presentation. We usually have a call, discuss things, and I send the PDF after that and wait for their feedback, which they usually do on the phone or after. So yeah, that's my process. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks.